Hello, my name is Steve Hermann. I'm the author of Mediumship Mastery, the ultimate guide. This is my book on mediumship training, which is available on Amazon. And I'm really into working with mediumship and helping others unfold the gifts of the Spirit. And I'm going to talk a little bit about how to connect even stronger with the spirit world, how to bring through even stronger, more accurate communications. And this is something that all mediums can work with. So if you're working as a medium, we're working with energy. We're working with subtle, non-physical vibrations that are all around us. And of course, in the spirit world, they have to lower their rate of energy or vibration. And what do we need to do? We need to raise our vibrations up. The meditative process greatly assists with this, something you do every day. But how do we really bring them in stronger? And I'll tell you this, and it doesn't matter whether you're working one-on-one or whether you're standing in a crowded theater in front of hundreds or even thousands of people bringing through communications. What you want to learn to work with properly is utilizing your voice, utilizing the voices of those you're working with, the sound vibration which is connected. So it's just like if we're talking on the phone, we're having a conversation with someone. If we don't get a response from them, what happens? Well, we're going to conclude that they're not there and we're going to hang up on them. And it's the same thing with the spirit world. You know, there's the response that a recipient can give us. It opens them up. Now, we're not talking about giving someone a psychic reading. We're talking about connecting with the spirit world. And yes, you can connect with the spirit world. The recipient who's getting the communication, they don't need to necessarily say anything. I mean, they could be in another country, in another room, and you can link with spirit. But when you go to someone in a public situation, you always ask, may I come to you? And the person who's there in the audience or in the congregation, if it's a spiritualist church, they're going to respond, yes, I'd like you to come to me, or stay away from me, I don't want a message. And that happens sometimes. But when they open up, besides just the etiquette involved or the ethics involved of it, when they respond with the voice vibration, it strengthens the connection. And this is true, even in a individual session. You know, if someone responds a bit, it opens them up. It's a rapport. Mediumship is a two-way street, and the medium's in the middle. Now, as a medium, I'm really not favorably disposed, I should say, toward this approach of asking the recipient all these questions, having to validate every single piece of information. That's not really so important as far as I'm concerned. Although many mediums work that way because they're told and they're instructed to do that. Now, it's true that that would really strengthen the connection. But we don't want our recipients to tell us too much. We don't want to come across as though we're fishing. So keep that to a minimal. But when you're working, work with the power of your voice. You know, if you're going to stand up in front of a lot of people, if you're very soft-spoken, you're going to talk very softly, and no one's going to be able to hear you. But what you're going to find, if you're standing up in front of a lot of people, yes, you have the group energy there. But when you start to speak loudly, you start to project your voice, you can feel the power come in. You can feel the connection with the world of the spirit. And this is the same thing that takes place. You might be sitting in a development circle. You know, you've got dim lighting, you're sitting around in a circle, and everyone starts to share later on at the end of the meditation. And then you want to give a communication. You know, maybe you feel drawn. The spirits direct you to a woman sitting right across from you. Well, you don't want to talk in some soft voice. Speak as though there's literally 50 people who are present. And when you speak as though there's 50 people present, you pull the power in. The power works through you and is expressed to you, through you. Work with sound vibration. Work with the power of the spirit. When you just keep it all in, when you're introverted, inhibited, you hold back from really being able to share, then it's just not going to come through you quite the same way. And that's the same thing. I mean, if you have a group of people, this is all very scientific, and they're just sitting there like corpses, lethargic. Spirit can come through, but they create a psychic atmosphere with the energy they put out. So if we go back, we see in all the older circles, in all the groups I run, you get people to sing fun songs, lively songs. And what does it do? It builds up the energy. We raise our vibration, they lower theirs. And this is very, very important. In all religious traditions, there's the use of sound vibrations. Hallowed be thy name. The sacred names of God are non-different from God. Some prayer that someone may chant, may invoke, there's a potency in those words that literally creates the vibration around you. It opens up the door to these higher realms. And this is something that we're actively doing with any type of mediumship, mental mediumship, telepathically receiving information. Work with the power. Learn to harness the power. It helps. I do a lot of mantra meditation, repeating mantra, chanting mantra, singing mantra, and it cleans your heart. It cleans all the junk out of your aura too, but it raises your vibration. And it's a lot easier to connect with the spirit world that way. We want to channel the highest and the best. Well, do things in your life. Work with sound vibration. That will help you to connect with these higher realms of the spirit world. So I hope that gives you some ideas to think about in terms of your own mediumship if you're already working, or if you're a student in terms of your own development. If you like this video, please subscribe and click the like button. And if I can help you in any way, I teach a lot of in-person as well as online courses in a lot of countries all over the world. And I do individual training as well with people, mentoring. But I'm really into helping people. So please, if you've got questions, please feel free to get hold of me. And God bless you. And thank you so much for watching this video.